having another big day. And he can do big things with the basketball. Who knew? Jabril Peppers back deep. End over end kick by Huber. Peppers fair catch at the 10. 12:26 to go. Browns still only down 2 scores.
There's a danger to success.
It can bring out your best.
Or lull you into complacency.
You can always be faster.
Woo! Or smarter.
Keep reaching beyond your best, because better is a never-ending quest.
Introducing the all-new Accord, the most impressive Honda ever. Our quest for better never ends.
Comment allez-vous appeler votre nouvelle bière? Je sais pas. Et comment est-ce que vous allez l'appeler?
Stella.
Named after a star, crafted to celebrate an unforgettable holiday. Both one to remember.
Know what makes retirement less scary? Getting a check every month. With an income annuity from New York Life, you pay some money up front and then get checks for the rest of your life. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 checks. Be good at life, New York Life.
Domino's, 2 large pepperoni pizzas, please.
Only Domino's lets you earn Piece of the Pie rewards points when you order by phone, online, or when you order in store. We make it easy for you to earn free pizza any way you order.
It's Cyber Monday. We need to get busy. On it, we're saving an extra 15% off everything on Target.com. Oh, bananas, bananas, bananas. It is crazy, right?
Save an extra 15% off. Cyber Monday at Target.com.
New Monday. Could this man sell you a car? Boom! You bet he could.
Now I see an animal like you driving this baby. Tame it.
You are pre-qualified to enjoy this episode.
I'm about to sell my 7th car. You know how many sold this week already?
I don't know, 6?
A new Kevin Can Wait. Then, kids refuse to do their chores? What's a dad to do?
It's time to drop an atom bomb. Get it? Because my name's Adam.
New Man with a Plan after a new Kevin Can Wait. CBS Monday.
It's too quiet in this room, I need noise.
Carlos Dunlap and the Bengals trying to dance their way to another victory. They have a 23-9 lead on the Browns with 12:26 to go in the 4th quarter. Cleveland will start this drive at their own 10-yard line with Kaiser, who's 11 out of 18 for 160 yards passing to the air on 1st down. Now he'll run it. Kaiser at the 15 and slides down just shy of the 20-yard line. Last time DeShone Kaiser threw a 4th quarter touchdown pass week 3 at Indianapolis.
I thought you were going to say week 3 in high school. No.
That's rough.
But it feels like a long time. But the desperation for him to win in our meeting, you could just sense it.
Duke Johnson on the carry. And Kaiser was pretty honest when he said, look, I'm not thinking about being the guy or the long-term solution. We're in a short-term outlook right here. We got to get a W. That's all we care about. That's all we're focusing on, just trying to get a win. Kaiser just chucks this one out of bounds. And we also asked Kaiser about the failed A.J. McCarron trade. And he was pretty honest with us. He said he didn't see it at the time. He was told the next day.
No intentional grounding. There was a receiver in the area. 2nd down.
By Hugh Jackson and Sashi Brown, you know, how it went down, what happened. And he said, look, what I learned out of this is a serious business. He said, there's no red shirt year for me. I can't be good 3 years from now. I have to be good right now. And that's the biggest thing he took away from the failed attempt to trade for A.J. McCarron. 2nd down and 10. Kaiser looking deep down the field, incomplete. There was some contact between
there sure was.
Treggs and Jackson, but there's no flag down.
You know, what we see up here and what DeShone Kizer sees down on the field can be 2 different things. And there's just a little grab there when Trake starts to come out of his break. Now, the ball's thrown so far out in front of him that maybe the officials hesitate to throw the flag there. If that ball's a little closer to being on target, number one, Trake has a chance to catch it, but also it might incur the flag a little more.
It's 3rd down and 10. Kaiser has thrown 3 straight incompletions. Duke Johnson in the backfield with Kaiser with 2 on the play clock. Kaiser fires, caught by Kenny Britt at midfield. Britt at the 45 and still going. Britt tackled at the 34-yard line by Jordan Evans. Kenny Britt has made a couple of big catches today. This one goes for 38 yards.
And a big catch over the middle where he's running a deep square in, and he has to extend himself. He doesn't know what's going to happen, if somebody's going to be there to hit him. So he goes up and grabs it. And Kenny Britt, like I said, in his 9th year, may not have the breakaway speed that he used to have, but that's a great hands catch.
Duke Johnson runs right into Geno Atkins for a gain of 1. Browns are outgaining the Bengals 340 yards to 304.
It's the scoring opportunities that they miss. They missed the 1 field goal attempt and then the drop pass in the end zone by Corey Coleman. So Corey Coleman down there at the bottom, he owes DeShone Kizer 1.
Crowell back in at running back. Kaiser pump fakes, now taking a deep shot down the field, and it's incomplete. Ricardo Lewis, the intended target. It's 3rd down. And you mentioned it, James, but Cleveland, even though they're outgaining the Bengals, they've had a couple of miscues. A missed field goal here by Gonzalez, and the drop in the end zone by Corey Coleman. And Brian Body Calhoun has had a couple of opportunities for interceptions.
And the Browns' margin of error is so thin, and it's emotionally thin, too, for a team that's lost 10 in a row this season. They've had 4 games where they've been 1-possession games. So they've been in a few games. They're in this game, even though the score isn't as close as it should be.
3rd down and 9. Kaiser on the slant. It's caught by Njoku, and he's a yard shy of a 1st down. And what do you do here if you're Hugh Jackson?
I go for it. Like I just said, 10 in a row, because if you kick it here, you get to 12, you're still 11 points down. It's still two scores, so you're at the same place. Win or lose here with the field goal. Browns be a long field goal attempt.
They've had a lot of success on 4th downs this year, 62%. They're 10 out of 16.
And this short yardage play, they have the fullback in, and you're getting timeout from Marvin Lewis and his staff.
Bengals call timeout. Remember, 3rd and 1 earlier in the half. They threw the ball. We were very critical. They did not convert. So an interesting play call coming up now for Hugh Jackson against Marvin Lewis's defense.
So what you'd like to do here, and the competition committee has kind of done away with it. If I were the head coach and it's a timeout, I'd bring all the guys over to the numbers, and I'd put about 16 guys in the huddle, because as long as you're outside the numbers, that's not considered in formation. And then I'd run on straight 11 guys, and whatever 11 I'm going to put in the formation. So there's a little bit of surprise and a little bit of panic for the Bengals and their staff, and not being able to call the defense against what I have. That's in my coaching manual.
Vitale, the fullback.
Christmas time.
It's Crowell on 4th and 1. Hit at the line, falls forward, and he appears to have the 1st down. He does. So Hugh Jackson goes for it and pays off. The drive continues with 9.5 to go.
And look at the push at the line of scrimmage. You see a lot of white moving forward toward the 1st down. That's always a good sign. So you get those feet moving and churning, and the big body's doing their job.
Kaiser, nowhere to go. He's wrapped up and sacked. Carl Lawson again. He now has 7 sacks on the season to lead all rookies in the NFL.
On 1st down, throwing it away. The timing is not there. Right now, you've reached the top of your drop. Get rid of the ball. You can't dance around like that. You've got elite pass rushers on the outside. Carl Lawson, what's that, 7.5 for the season now?
7, and the 3rd sack today by the Cincinnati defense. There's a flag down as Higgins has the 1st down inside the 10. But let's see what the flag is.
So that's thrown around the line of scrimmage. It's either offsides on the defense or a formation issue by the Browns.
Offside. Defense number 96, lined up in the neutral zone. Penalties decline. Result of the play, first down.
First and goal for the Browns. This impressive drive continues.
Remember I talked earlier in the sequence of, DeShone Kizer responding to something that the Bengals do. So this is a good response, even though it's a series later.
Classic Hugh Jackson formation here. It's Crowell on the carry, spins away from Lawson at the 5 and reaches up to the 3. Second down and goal.
And DeShone Kizer had a little bump block. He's out there in space carrying out his fake from the read option, and the ball starts to come in his direction. He says, what do I do? I've never been a blocker before. That's not my assignment, but he kind of got in the way enough and then moved his legs so nobody rolled upon him.
Browns have not scored a touchdown in the red zone today. Keep in mind, Kizer has 4 rushing touchdowns this season, second most among quarterbacks. Crowell, no gain. Third and goal as Jordan Willis, one of the first to get there, along with Montez Perfect.
Remember when we saw Joe Mixon come through the hole and he was lower than Schobert? This time the defenders get low, and they're the low guys. They win on that one. So if your pad level is so important down here, Crowell, I don't know if he's a guy who can leap over the top, and I think if you're going to leap over the top, you got to be about inside the 2-yard line.
Play fake, Kizer, nobody home, and he has to throw it away. And now it's 4th and goal, and Hugh Jackson is going to go for it again.
That didn't look like run to start. That looked like pass the whole time. The offensive lineman kind of comes straight up. They create a pocket. There's no real force to make anybody step up. And then Njoku is just kind of scrambling around, hoping that the defense overbites on it, and he's wide and clean open.
Now the Browns have failed on many attempts for fade throws in the end zone this year. We met with them each of the last 2 weeks. They said even though we haven't hit on them, we're going to keep throwing them. We'll see if they do it here. 15th play of the drive, longest drive this season for Cleveland. 4th and goal. Kizer keeps it himself up the middle, and he's got it. Touchdown, Kizer on 4th down. His 5th rushing touchdown of the season, tied for the most among quarterbacks, and a 15-play drive capped off by the Kizer touchdown run.
DeShone Kizer has just a little bit of Cam Newton in him because he's that big physical guy. So when you get him down here inside the 10-yard line and you don't account for the quarterback as a runner because you think he's going to pass, he's going to hand off to somebody else, and you can use your running back as the lead blocker, it can be a real important run call.
15 plays, 89 yards. It took 5.5 minutes. It's a 1-score game.
Being in love is an amazing thing. Being in love with your best friend is everything. Ever Us. One diamond for your best friend, one for your true love. For the one woman who's both. Ever Us. Available at Kay, Jared, and Zales.
Taking a drive to see the holiday lights. Brought some candy so the kids don't fight.
Off to Grandma's to celebrate. Had to detour, so we're gonna be late. Holiday Road.
Get on the holiday road in a Honda Pilot. See your dealer for great holiday deals during the Happy Honda Days sales event.
Let's go.
Today only comes once. Here's to those who take that as a threat and crush it. Phoenix 5 from Garmin.
Together, we go big during Black Friday. We fill up our carts with the best savings of the year so we can have the brightest Christmas ever. Right now, get 20% off artificial Christmas trees only at the Home Depot.
The NFL on CBS is sponsored by the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Honda. And by Verizon. Best gifts on the best network.
We've got a 7-point game in Cincinnati, 6:57 to go. We mentioned this when he scored, but DeShone Kizer now tied for the most rushing touchdowns by a quarterback this season, tied with Dak Prescott. They each have 5 as Gonzalez kicks it away to Erickson in his own end zone, and he will take a knee. Cincinnati will start at the 25-yard line. So a great job by Kizer, 14 out of 25 now, 228 yards passing to go along with 39 yards rushing in his 5th rushing touchdown of the year. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining. And Cincinnati, you have to go back to 1992 to find the last time that they lost when leading by at least 14 points entering the 4th quarter.
Important thing here is how does Greg Williams put stress on the Bengals offense?
Dalton throwing on 1st down. It's a screen. And the blocker set up nicely for Giovanni Bernard, who picks up a Cincinnati 1st down. Peppers on the tackle, but not before Bernard gains 15.
Nice job by Bill Lazor, anticipating that aggressive nature that the Browns are going to try and come with in a screen pass. Giovanni Bernard had a 70-yard touchdown in the first game off of a screen, and here's another look where it's wide open to start. Peppers comes in and makes a tackle.
You mentioned this earlier, but you got to give a lot of credit to that Cincinnati offensive line today. Clint Bowling, you just saw him with a nice block. Offensive line coach Paul Alexander for the Bengals in his 23rd straight season as the offensive line coach. The only assistant who predates Marvin Lewis. And that O-line looking good again here as Mixon breaks free into Cleveland territory to the 45. 15 more yards for Joe Mixon.
Joe Mixon at 6'1", 228 pounds, has a gear that most guys his size do not have. And he runs fast, he runs hard, it's furious. And at the end, you cover that ball up. Because the most important thing when you're a runner is to have the ball at the end of the run.
90 yards rushing, a career high for Mixon, 51 through the air for the rookie 2nd-round pick out of Oklahoma.
3 wide receivers, and you spread the defense out so you don't get that front cluttered up.
Here comes Buddy Calhoun on the blitz. He missed the tackle on Mixon, and Mixon's able to get a yard out of that. We go back to New York. JB and Nate with an NFL Today update.
Tennessee grinds it out back on top. That's right, JB. You got DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry in the backfield. They handed off to DeMarco Murray, 1-yard TD. The Titans regained the lead 20-16.
5:59 left in regulation. Back to Andrew and James.
5:04 to go here, and Mixon is playing with his left eye. How about this?
You can get some of those fibers that are on the field in your eye, because I got them on my shoes. My shoes are all gusted up.
The Browns' 12 straight games, they've forced a turnover, longest active streak, but none today, and they desperately need one now with time ticking away after the catch by Croft.
You don't want to be over aggressive when you're trying to get that turnover. So if you're playing corner, you can't just say, okay, I'm gonna jump the next out route because it's 3rd and 5, so they're gonna run a quick 3-yard, 4-yard out. If they do that and they go right by you, you're in more trouble than if you come up and make the tackle.
Critical play here for the Cleveland defense. 3rd and 5.
Gotta go, gotta go. Yo, yo.
Bengals are 4 for 9 on 3rd downs. Play clock at 3. 4 minutes to go. Dalton out of the shotgun. Looking deep down the field for Malone. He's down there, and he could not hold on. Big hit in the secondary. Now a late flag comes in. And that could be taunting against Peppers And what a huge mistake that would be.
Well, if it's a taunting call, that's from a long ways away. I just think he's calling what I call a big hit. And this, to me, has always been a good play. You're coming in, you take your head out of it, you lead with the shoulder. And so if there's a conference, you have to understand, what did he contact him with? Now, you could have called the holding there, but you don't. But watch, the shoulder comes in, and it's not to the head or neck area either. It's right into the chest. So it's a good, clean hit.
Personal foul. Defense. Number 22. Contact to a defenseless receiver. 15 yards. Automatic. First down.
I don't know about that one. I agree with you, James.
He had the ball. He had taken 1-2 steps. At what point are you just a receiver who's caught the ball? There's 1, 2, about to take the third step, and you get hit. So, you know, people ask me, would you like to play now because they make a lot of money? No, I'd like to play now because I can catch the ball and run 3 steps, and I'm not supposed to get hit. To me, that's a good, clean, hard, aggressive hit by Peppers. He took the helmet out. He didn't hit him in the head or neck area. Boy, what? Frustrating.
Wow.
I'm frustrated, and I used to play receiver.
Malone was shaken up. You saw it took a while for him to walk back to the bench. And now an automatic first down for Cincinnati. And time continues to work against the Browns. Now 3:51 to go. They have 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning. Also puts Cincinnati in field goal range, which would make it a 2-score game if Randy Bullock is called upon. And that pass is incomplete. Off the hands of A.J. Green. It's second down.
Went with an empty backfield set, so there's no threat of the run. Quick slant by A.J. Green and a quick drive by Jason McCourty.
Kaiser hoping to get another chance. With 3:48 to play, it's second down.
Ryan Hewitt, lead blocker there for Joe Mixon.
It is Mixon, 10 yards away from 100 on the day, and Mixon has got it. His first 100-yard rushing game in his career. 104-yard performance, and now Peppers and Mixon yapping a little bit.
When you play in the spread offense in college, normally you don't have a fullback right in front of you, but that time Mixon did. He did a nice job reading the block of his fullback, Ryan Hewitt, and being a fullback almost at the end of his run, also getting his shoulders down. Once again, I talked about being the low man, and Joe Mixon getting that shoulder in there. Good hard tackle, but again by Peppers, who enjoys a little bit of contact.
First down and 10. They pitch it to Mixon. Mixon at the 5, still going and into the end zone for a touchdown. What a day for Joe Mixon. Another great block, this time by Russell Bodon. Mixon with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year. He's got 115 yards on the ground.
Your center is out in front of this run. You see Ryan Hewitt, number 89 in your picture, but right there going into the end zone, Joe Mixon's going, why are you tackling me? No, I'm just trying to push you in, get in that end zone.
That's just the 4th rushing touchdown this season by the Bengals, all 4 from Joe Mixon, as Bullock is on for the extra point, and it's good. So the penalty on Peppers keeps the drive alive, and Mixon caps it off with the touchdown run.
Top steak and twisted potatoes at Applebee's. Now that's eating good in the neighborhood.
Party people!
Get even lower prices. Hundreds of toys now on rollback.
Where is it you wanna go?
Oh, dude. I'm sending it to him. Thank you.
Hey. Hey, what you doing on your computer?
What's a computer?
You're actually right next door to your friend.
Correction, best friend. Let's go.
Are you taking all your tiny shampoos?
You look rough, bro.
State Farm knows it's more than a house. It's home. So why not give it the protection it deserves?
Play something relaxing.
Talk to a State Farm agent today.
Don't let a win defeat your drive. Keep your eye on the ball.
You can be smarter when you strive.
There are no limits. Put yourself to the test.
Because better is a never-ending quest.
The all-new Accord Touring, now with a powerful turbocharged engine. It's our most impressive Honda ever.
What this famous chef did to help so many in their time of need is a perfect Thanksgiving weekend story. Tonight.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer.
He's everyone's favorite reindeer. Get in the holiday spirit with Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer. CBS Tuesday.
It's now 6 of the last 7 games. The Bengals have scored 30 or more points against the Browns. They have a 30-16 lead here. Joe Mixon, his first career 100-yard rushing game. And on that drive, he had 4 carries, 40 yards, and the touchdown. So back up to a 14-point ball game inside 3 minutes to go. Here's Days on the return. Days trying to get to the sideline, out of bounds at the 25. Let's go back to the key play on that last drive.
So as I understand it, say if this ball had sailed over his head and then you had hit him, he's a defenseless receiver. But a defenseless receiver is someone who has not yet completed the catch. He had taken his second step, and you knocked the ball out of his hands. And for Jabril Peppers, he has to wonder, what are these rules about? I mean, this is a hard way to learn how to play in the NFL. I'm supposed to be a big hitter, and I'm not allowed to hit. If it's a bang-bang play, we're eyes there at the same time, sometimes you don't throw the flag then. So I don't understand that flag.
Game-changing penalty as Kaiser is sacked. Geno Atkins, Carlos Dunlap combined to bring Kaiser down.
You get great coverage down the field. You get your eyes looking at the pass rush. And that's not enough time to even check the ball down or to try and get rid of it to an outlet receiver. So right now, the pass rush has been turned up. You've got to find a way to slow that pass rush down.
4th sack today by the Bengals defense. Kaiser gets rid of it to Njoku, makes the catch at the 22 and out of bounds at the 25-yard line. It will be 3rd down with 2:12 to play.
Now, Njoku will learn that he is 6'4", 245 pounds. You're along the boundary there. You put your shoulder down, you're going to get knocked out of bounds, but you run over that defensive back. You just don't step out of bounds. You're the big, tough tight end, not the little wide receiver.
Christmas Eve last year, the last time the Browns won a football game, on the verge of their 12th consecutive loss. 3rd and 11